Serving others through acts of compassion and justice is a central commitment of all major faith traditions. This commitment comes to life as youth in congregations across the United States reach out to make life better for people in their community and across the nation. These acts of service and justice are not only opportunities for youth to live out and deepen their faith. Involvement in service can also have a profound impact on the lives of the young people who serve. Research and practical experience have found that engaging youth in serving others can build developmental assets, the positive experiences and commitments they need to grow up healthy, caring, and responsible. Involvement in service is much more likely to have a positive impact on youth when you intentionally plan the service activities as learning opportunities. It's an approach called service learning.
So Steve, could you give us an
This approach is a core part of the United Synagogue Youth Program at Bethel Synagogue. Youth are actively involved in a wide range of service projects, food and clothing drives, Meals on Wheels, and many other efforts.
Here, how much are these?
Oh, I don't know.
We're going to purchase gifts for children who wouldn't otherwise without us get gifts because their families can't afford them, can't get them for some reason.
And they're not only going to be gifts, we're also going to be doing holiday candles and tools and linens and things like that, so that for the families, all the members of the family can have stuff for the holidays and new things for Hanukkah.
You guys have enough.
Underlying this and other service projects is an intentional effort to ensure that youth are learning and growing through their experiences. This is done by having youth actively involved in planning and reflecting on their experiences, and then recognizing the youth for their contribution.
It looks like it's going to be really good. We're really excited about it.
So we try to do a lot of different service opportunities, and we try to make it in a way that's fun. What I'm trying to work more and more on is bringing in the whole service learning component, is talking and learning with the young people about why are we doing this, how did it feel to do this, what did you get from it.
One of the most exciting developments in the area of education for our kids has been in that of service learning and providing a living context where kids can both draw lessons from and can take some knowledge that they learned in a formal setting and bring it to that informal setting.
Mount Olivet Lutheran Church provides many opportunities for youth to become involved in service learning programs. One of the programs that 11th and 12th graders participate in is called Faithful Friends. Young people make a 9-month commitment, which allows them to establish a relationship and serve as mentors and friends with younger children.
Night is kind of like open gym night, youth center night, so they're just playing pool, playing in the gym, coloring, whatever they feel like doing. The program, I think, really kind of lifts the high school kids up to the congregation and to each other, because they're doing something valuable and important, and they're serving their church and their God.
The kids set the example for the adults here in this church. I'll tell you one thing, if our adults gave as much time as our kids did, this congregation would even be more on fire than it is today.
Service learning also can be a life-changing experience in guiding young people to discover their own gifts, talents, and vocation. Kenya Wisby participates in activities at Bethlehem Community Center, which is sponsored by a number of congregations throughout the city. Kenya and her sister wanted to give something back to the community.
The two of them, one who is pretty proficient on computer and the other one who likes to write, came together, wrote a proposal to do a summer program with 10 to 12-year-olds, a creative writing class that revolved around a computer learning class.
Yes, I wrote the curriculum for it. Well, actually, I kind of did, but I had a lot of help.
The two of them and a couple of volunteer friends ran that program for a 10-week summer.
I really want to be a school teacher, actually. I think I can really get into this. I like this a lot.
She did it so she could learn something about youth programming. That's what she was saying. But what she really learned was about herself. She learned about a sense of responsibility.
We just spit it on, but they're real cool kids, and I think I could do this. This is really nice. This is really cool.
Involvement in service also helps young and old to form lasting relationships through their work together. At Holy Family Catholic Church, seniors, teenagers, and younger children from the neighborhood form project teams. The community benefits from their gardening program that spruces up the area, but the real reward comes from the sharing of experience and values that passes between generations.
The elders bring their experience, they bring a background, and they also bring something really important to the children. That's caring and compassion, and they pass that along to the children. I think it's important for the children to develop that early, and some of these children, sadly, they don't. I think the teens also are an important role model for the children. They see how the teens behave, they see how the teens react to situations, and the children want to emulate that. They want to be like them. And so it's important for our teens in the program to be role models. And that's something we stress for them.
I believe that primarily the youth benefit from the knowledge that they are supported by the community, that the parish is concerned about them and they care. They have a sense that there are elderly people who have something important to share with them. That's their wisdom and their knowledge and their joy that they have. And so it really grounds them as to who they are, especially the fact that they're Hispanic and they have roots. They have their sense of culture. And that supports them.
I really believe that a program like this, and there should be more programs like this, can help children to grow up to be healthier emotionally and mentally. I think it provides a sense of security, a sense of a grounding on basic human values, compassion, caring, respect, those basic philosophies that sometimes get overlooked.
One of the things young people learn through service learning is that they are valued and valuable, and that they can make a real difference in the world. Julie Ryan, a Temple Israel High School student, serves as a teaching assistant each Saturday in religious classes at the synagogue.
There's 22 kids, and it's a lot for one teacher to handle. And I like being a teaching assistant because it's fun to know the kids.
Service is important to the young people of our congregation because many of them, especially we found with our junior high school students, have very few opportunities to feel like they're contributing to community. They're at ages where they're not terribly comfortable with themselves and they're just learning to be adults in the community, and this is a trial run.
From doing this, I've learned that it's good to be involved in the community, and I've kind of made a place at the temple for me, and getting to know the kids, and it gets babysitting jobs too, which is nice.
One of the things that is heavily emphasized is for kids to understand that they have a tremendous amount of power. And they come to understand this directly by feeling that they have made their piece of the world just a little bit better.
Service learning can transform young people's lives through supportive relationships, opportunities to contribute to society, intentional reflection on values and commitments, and the development of essential life skills. Service learning can also re-energize a congregation as values from the heart of their faith traditions come alive in young people's acts of caring, compassion, and justice.